Many of you have heard the term millennial being thrown around, but what exactly is a millennial? Now this video aims to answer that question and will provide a brief look at what a millennial is. A millennial is the name given to a group of people or a generation born between 1982 and 2004. Now this generation is also known as the Y generation, and they are considered to be digital natives because they do not know of a time before the internet and the World Wide Web, and they were born connected with Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Twitter. They are so familiar and comfortable with this technology. So what do we know about millennials? We know that they are often described as being self-assured and confident compared to the past generations. Millennials tend to have a strong sense of civic responsibility, such as registering to vote, paying their taxes, and generally abiding by the laws. They don't just want to read about the news, they want to do something about it. This generation is also very health conscious and places a value on having a healthy work-life balance. Millennials have also grown up in a time where tolerance is valued, and they have socially liberal views. Let's take an overlook at millennials in the schooling system. If you look at the current learners in the system, millennials make up about 50%, and it's usually higher up in the grades, with the rest of the learners being made up by Generation Z, which is a new generation, but also a hybrid version of the millennials. Now, the oldest millennial is around 34 years old, and so much of the workforce today will include millennials. And around 2025, at least 75% of the workforce will be made up of millennials, which means in your schools, by 2025, 75% of your teachers will be millennial teachers. And lastly, the parents. As millennials grow up and have children, they will begin to take on most of the parent bodies in our schools. So as you can see by this diagram, there is no escaping millennials. Instead, we should adapt our schools and our teaching and embrace the inevitable change. This course aims to provide this insight about millennials and guidance on how to embrace and include them in the schooling system.